Welcome to A-Level and AP Physics, a place where you can improve your understanding of physics with confidence. In today's class, we will discuss a challenging question on electric field from Cambridge AS Physics Paper 2. Part A is simply asking us to define electric field, and we understand that E is equal to F over Q. But for this question, you cannot simply write down E is equal to F over Q because question is asking you to define. When question asks you to define electric field, you can define like this. You can simply say E is equal to force per unit positive charge. Now the question is that why positive charge we need to mention, not negative charge, because electric field lines tell us direction of force on positive charge. It simply means that if we have two plates, let's say one plate is positive, one plate is positively charged and the other plate is negatively charged. If we place unit positive charge between these two plates, this charge will experience force downwards, and that is direction of electric field. So simply we can say that E is equal to force per unit positive charge. For part B, it is given to us that two very small matter spheres X and Y. They are connected by an insulating rod of length 72 millimeters. The length of the rod is given, that is 72 millimeters. And the rod is placed inside uniform electric field, and value of E for electric field is given, and it is also given to us that electric field direction is vertically upwards. For part B1, we simply need to calculate the separation between the plates, and the potential difference between plates is given, that is equal to 4.0 kilovolts. So simply we can write down delta V is given, that is 4.0 kilovolts. And electric field is also given, means the value of E is given, the magnitude of E is also given. We can simply write down this is 5.0 times 10 to 4 volts per meter. And for this question we need to calculate separation. It means we need to find the value of D. So D we can simply write down, this is equal to delta V over E, because E is equal to delta V over D. Now simply we need to plug in values, and if we plug in values of delta V and E, we can find out value of separation between plates. If we just do these calculations, our final answer will be 8.0 times 10 to negative 2 meters. And this is value of separation between plates. For the second part, we need to describe the arrangement of the two plates, and in our answer we need to include the sign of the charge on each plate. And it is also optional if we want to draw on figure 4.1, we can also draw. Now let's try to understand how the plates are arranged, because in the figure side view is given to us, and electric field is given, the magnitude of E is given, and this electric field is uniform. So it is also given to us that the electric field is pointing up, direction of electric field is up. So it simply means this plate has to be positive and the top plate has to be negative. So in this case electric field is simply pointing up, means is vertically upward. So this is how we can draw electric field. Now next thing what we need to understand is that the plates, they are in the horizontal plane. As you can see, this plate, this is in horizontal plane, and this plate is also in horizontal plane. And let's try to understand how the rod is placed. And the rod is placed like this. So this is how the rod is placed between the plates. So this is all what you need to understand, and then you can write down your answer. So the plates are in horizontal planes and the rod is in vertical plane. Now let's try to write down our answer. So this is how you can write down your answer. Simply you have to mention first part, you have to mention the arrangement of the plates. So in this case we have mentioned that plates are arranged in horizontal plane above and below the rod. The second part was asking us the sign of the charge on the plate. In this case, the top plate is negative, as I have mentioned here. This plate is negative, and the bottom plate, this is positive. So this is how you can answer this question. For this question, we simply need to determine the magnitude and direction of the force on sphere Y. And sphere Y is connected at the end of this rod and the charge on this sphere is negative. Let's try to understand direction of force on charges when they're placed in uniform electric field. Let's say this bottom plate, this is positively charged, and this top plate, this is negatively charged. So then the direction of electric field will be simply pointing upwards, mean vertically upwards. So in this case, if we place our positive charge in this plate, direction of force on this charge will be in direction of electric field, mean this force will be pointing upwards. Mean this positive charge, this will experience force upwards but along direction of electric field. Very important point, along direction of electric field. Simply we can say along direction of field lines. Now let's say if we place a negative charge inside this uniform electric field, this negative charge, this will experience force vertically downwards, but this force also along direction of field lines. So this is the main concept you need to understand. If you place any charge in electric field, that charge will experience force along direction of field lines. If the charge is positive, it will experience force from positive plate to negative plate, means high potential to low potential. But if it is negative charge, it will experience electric force from negative plate to positive plate. In this case we have a negative charge, so it will experience force in opposite direction of electric field. As you can see here, we have placed this negative charge in this uniform electric field. So the force on this sphere will be pointing vertically downwards. So this is how we can determine direction of force on the sphere. So we can simply say vertically downwards. Let's try to find the magnitude of force now, and force, electric force is simply equal to F is equal to EQ. In this case, value of E is given, that is 5.0 times 10 to 4. And the charge on this sphere is 3 times of the charge on single electron. So this is 3 times E, means 3 times of the charge on single electron. E is the elementary charge. So it means 3 times 1.6 times 10 to negative 19. If we just simply multiply this one, we can find value of force, mean magnitude of force on this sphere Y. And that value is 2.4 times 10 to negative 14 newtons. For this part, it is given to us that the electric forces acting on the two spheres, they form a couple, and the magnitude of the torque of the couple is given, that is equal to 6.2 times 10 to negative 16 newtons meter. We need to calculate angle theta of the rod to the horizontal, means we need to find the value of this angle. But in this question, hint is given to us torque of a couple. So we need to use the concept of torque of a couple to answer this question means to find the value of angle. Let's try to understand this arrangement first, how the forces are acting on this rod. For this question, it is given to us that electric field is vertically upwards, so the force on this sphere will be vertically downwards because this is negative, and the force on this sphere will be vertically upwards because this sphere is positively charged. So these are two forces, and we can also draw the line of action of these forces. So this is the line of action of force on positive charge, and this is line of action of force on negative charge when they are placed in this uniform electric field. Let's try to understand a little bit about torque of a couple. Let's say we have this one rod. You can simply understand this is one rod. So this is one rod, uniform rod, you can imagine, and there are two forces acting on this rod. One force is acting on this end, and this force is acting vertically upwards, and the other force is acting on this end, and this force is acting vertically downwards. And these two forces, they have the same magnitude, and they are separated from each other, and they are not acting along the same line. They're not acting along the same line. If these two forces have the same magnitude, they have opposite directions, and they're separated by a distance, and the magnitude is the same, these forces will form a couple and they will produce torque. In this case, you can simply imagine that this rod will rotate about its center, let's say about this point. If we need to find the magnitude of the torque, simply what we need to do is we can write down here torque of a couple. First, let me explain a little in detail. So the torque of a couple means the magnitude of the torque you can simply find out by taking magnitude of one force and multiplying with perpendicular distance between lines of action of forces. So what exactly it means by line of action of force? This line is called line of action. So line of action means the force is acting along this line. Line of action of force. Now let's imagine this distance is d by 2 from the pivot, and this distance is also d by 2. So simply you can say the distance between line of action of these forces, this is equal to d. So the tau in this case will be simply equal to F times t. So we can calculate F times t. So that will be torque of a couple. Now let's try to understand this arrangement now. Now we have two forces, and this is line of action of force on negative sphere, and this is line of action of force on positive sphere, and the perpendicular distance between lines of action of these forces is equal to d. But in this case the value of d is not given to us, so how we can calculate? If I draw this line here, means the horizontal line, you will also simply say this angle is theta. Now you see the length is given, the length of the rod is given, that is 72 millimeters. So this d simply will be equal to 72 cosine of theta. Now we can write down here tau has to be equal to force times d, but d in this case is equal to 72 cosine of theta. So we can write down this is fd, this is fd, or you can say this is force times 72 cosine of theta. Value of force we have already calculated, and that value is equal to 2.4 times 10 to negative 14, and the 72, as this is given in millimeters, so we have to multiply by 10 to negative 3, and this is cosine of theta. Tau is also given, the value of tau is given, that is 6.2 times 10 to negative 16. Now if we simply solve for angle, the value of the angle will be 69, and this is our final answer.